So who's
Alright, just waiting on Arcadia. Once he's in, we're good to go.
Alright.
He's like
just
four of you fused together. It's just two heads.
No, I think I'm in someone.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, man.
I think
Did you
yeah.
you didn't even.
What is
buy me
happening?
dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, there's someone inside of me as well. Oh.
That's what she said.
Is everyone
Stop
in?
being
Is
a bunch
everyone
of
in?
faggots and listen up.
Is everyone in?
Or
Is
don't.
Arcadia in?
Arcadia's in the other car.
Arcadia, you in, mate?
Alright.
Alright, swallow me.
Swallow.
Run, Arcadia, run.
Did someone just say swallow me?
No, follow me.
You wish.
Follow me.
You wish, big boy.
The big boy?
Yeah.
Ew.
Come
You
down.
wish, big boy.
There's another guy inside.
What is fun? The
That doesn't help. There's another guy inside.
How many guys are
okay, so
inside
this-
me right now?
penetrations.
Alright, everyone alt tab and have a look at your TeamSpeak. I'm about to post a link.
Including the people who've already seen it.
I suggest you put your weapons
Especially.
away before you alt tab.
Okay, so this was worked on over the last 3 days. It was kind of a rush job, so don't judge it too harshly. And it's been uploaded in a really shit quality, so I could get it up in time. So that's what she said.
She said.
Yeah. And if she said that, you've got problems. But
She did.
it's watchable, so everyone needs to watch that, and then we're going to be doing the shit that's in that video. G'day, this is Steve Tastic, and today we're going to be covering CQB compound and building clearance. While preparing to assault a compound, one could be forgiven for worrying about what's on the inside. You simply can't be sure about what you'll be walking into. There is, however, a protocol to follow that will give you and your fire team the best chance of survival and success while undertaking this task. Firstly, we're going to cover wall stacking. As your fire team is moving through villages and towns, you will at some point encounter walls, either from buildings, houses, or compounds. Having your back to a wall provides some security and cover for your fire team, as it eliminates one direction from which you can be attacked. While stacked on the wall, the team needs to cover a 180-degree sector beginning at the direction of travel and ending to their rear. Each man covers his own 45-degree sector and is responsible for keeping the fire team safe from enemy contact within that sector. Let's take a look at those sectors. The point man watches down the wall in the direction of travel and 45 degrees to the team's flank. The second man, usually the team leader, watches the 45 degrees to the team's flank. The third man covers 45 degrees to the team's flank and slightly behind them. The fourth man, aka the rear guard or tail end Charlie, is usually the automatic rifleman. He covers the team's rear and 45 degrees to their flank. If all team members do their job, the team has a better chance of survival in a hostile urban environment. Wall stacking is also the preparation phase of an assault on a compound or building. While stacked, the fire team leader makes the call as to whether the compound or building you're assaulting should be flashbanged or grenaded. In that case, the third man on the wall gets a better angle on the doorway and waits for the fire team leader's call to deploy a flashbang. In the case of a compound, the man throwing the device can obviously just lob it over the wall of the compound. Once the flashbang or grenade detonates, the team moves into the compound as quickly as possible. The point man declares that he's breaching and the direction he's moving once inside. Something like breaching right. As a general rule, the point man should breach to the side of the door the team was stacked on. Once through the door, he steps to that side of the compound or building, making sure there's room for his team members to move in behind him. The second man through the door covers the opposite side of the door. It doesn't matter which side of the door the team was stacked on. The second man through the door will always move to the side opposite the first man through the door. This enables the first two team members to cover as many angles of the room as possible, as quickly as possible. Your actions in this situation all read the same. Get inside no matter what. If you take fire from outside, you ignore it and push in, clearing the enemy once inside. If you do take fire from behind, while making your way in, You can respond once the compound and buildings within it are clear. After the first two members are through the door, the third man moves and shifts to the side of the door that the first man of the team moved to. The fourth man follows suit with the second man so that each member of the team fluidly moved into the building or compound, covering as many angles as possible without getting in each other's way. If one of your fire team members are hit by enemy fire while making these maneuvers, you ignore it. Taking out the threat is always the first priority in a CQB situation. It's no good stopping to try and help a teammate only to get blown away yourself. Your job is to clear the compound or building that your team has just moved into to make sure that they don't share his fate. When clearing rooms and buildings, these rules still apply. However, sometimes rooms present interesting challenges that must be dealt with on the fly. For instance, stairs and doors to other rooms are areas where potential threats could be hiding. The general rule when meeting these potential threats is to deal with those on your side of the room and to cover the closest threat first. It's all well and good if the room you've entered is clear, but moving past a door on your left to cover some stairs you see may end up getting you shot. You're better off stopping and dealing with the closest threat so that the other members of your team can move in and deal with the next one. These potential threats of course need to be managed after the room has been cleared of enemies. Potential threats like this will require some flexibility, and after the room is cleared and all potential threats are covered, the fire team leader makes the call on which room is to be cleared next. More often than not, in a situation like this, the third and fourth man are left behind to cover the potential threats that have not been cleared, or to provide security against threats that may be following the team into the building. Dealing with corners in a CQB setting can be tricky. 1 minute the team has 180 degrees to worry about, the next minute they have 270. There's a surefire way to cover all your sectors while you clear a corner, but it's time consuming, and so best left for a situation where you know you could take fire from any direction. First, the point man declares that there's a corner that needs to be cleared. Next, he steps off the wall and covers the fire team's front and slightly around the corner. This ensures that there isn't a nasty surprise waiting just on the corner. Next, the second man moves up to the corner and takes a knee to peek around the corner. Once the second man is set, the point man covers the team's front and 45 degrees to their flank. When these sectors are covered, the two remaining members are able to pass between the first and second man and stack up on the other side of the wall. All that's left is for the first and second man to complete the maneuver. This changes up the order of march. As such, each team member needs to understand where their new sectors lie and cover them while the team continues to move through the AO. Okay, everyone done?
Yeah, that was really good.
Cheers.
Poor quality.
I love that.
God damn.
Hey,
fantastic.
Ooh,
That was
excellent
beautiful.
actors, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Just want to say,
I'll go number 3.
Playground, Joe, Valium, Gun, Big D helped me out with the recording, like being actors and shit. So thanks for that.
Donate to Gun, Big D, Valium, Zombie.
Yeah,
and,
don't do that.
Mainly Joe,
Donate
because he
to-
needs to move to Sydney.
GG.
Just
I
move.
suppose you should donate to Steve as well, but he gets enough on the server.
Where are you now?
Right, does everyone understand that? Does anyone have any questions about any portion of that video, or no? We're all good.
What if there's more than 4 people?
Well,
then
there,
suck it
there
up.
shouldn't be, but I mean, obviously you just got more ways to cover more sections.
It's fire team size.
Just keep dividing 180 depending on how many members there are. Your problem solved.
If
And
it
obviously
comes to
additional
shove,
people just
man,
fuck off.
chances.
Obviously, that would help you a lot once you go into the compound, because if you check this compound out, I just had a quick look, and it's going to be a little hairy assaulting it. There's so many different situations.
You can have them outside as rear protection.
Yeah, you can do that. But obviously, you're not going to leave someone outside a compound. They're going to come in.
It's a lot of variables, but obviously, it's always going to be those first 4 guys who are always going to be doing that same set principle over and over again.
Yep.
Anyone else is just a second variable that you can put in any location as you so choose, or the FTL chooses.
The only time it's going to switch up is when you go into a compound like this one, and you've got threats on both sides. Like you've got to go left to take out a building, and there's also a building here on your right. Ideally, I probably wouldn't breach from this side. As a result, I wouldn't breach from this side. I would probably come around to this side of the compound and do a bit of a corner clearance, or something like that. Because if you come into the middle of the compound there, you're going to get shot from 2 different directions. You got 2 different directions that you need to cover as a result. But if you come in from this side, obviously you can just kind of look down one side of the compound.
Yeah,
Or sorry,
now
one direction. I mean.
Yeah, but for now we'll ignore the other houses. We'll just focus on wall stacking and and compound clearing.
Yep, that sounds good. I mean, when we do this, if you do come up against a threat that you think should be covered, then, cover it. But right now, all we're going to really worry about is just getting down the fluidity of the maneuver, so that everyone gets through as quickly as possible, covers their sectors, doesn't bump into each other and all that shit. Which is also going to be difficult on that door, because there's not much room inside.
Yeah. Alright, should we get them split into 2 groups of 4 now?
Yep, split up into 2 groups of 4, use your group interact to group up with each other. Once you got 2
I am in
groups,
group, not one.
Go, Valium.
Yep.
Better one over here then.
Yeah.
Actually, can we get some of the guys that have already done it and that were experienced? Can you mix in with the guys that haven't done it yet? Because
fuck,
I'll make a group over here.
yeah, the Goodlands Club over here. Fuck that.
Yeah, come with me, guys.
Alright.
I did it on the video.
Need just one.
Yep, got enough over here.
Yep. Alright, here we go. So we got Foley, Joe, Paddy, and Valium.
Hey, this actually worked out perfectly. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Interact with everyone.
Alright, I've joined Paddy's group.
I'll take this
So
group.
yeah.
Sorry?
Are you in this?
And that other compound has got targets in it, right?
All 3 do, so if you check your map...
Alright,
Yep,
we're ready.
Actually, do you want to move over down the road where we've got 2 compounds instead of just the one over here?
Yeah, I'll take
Alright,
this
we'll do
group. We'll go down the road.
Okay, alright.
Alright guys, follow me. Mount up.
Ready?
Alright. Just wait here and pretend like you know what you're doing.
After we go through these exercises, we'll all meet up for a debrief.
Alright, sure. Alright, so I'll start off...
Do we want to go on a different 343 channel?
One sec, guys. Hang on. Yeah,
Right.
go to 2.
Yep.
Okay, everyone's on channel 2.
We'll start off with
Channel
wall
2.
stack, go to compound clear, then to...
That boy needs...
Corner cover.
be
evaluating
Or corner
already.
So
clearance.
sorry, we're doing wall stack, compound clear,
Limit
building
time.
clear, and
Corner clearance.
corner clearance as well. Okay, that's
Yep.
it. All right,
Yep.
cool. All right, so
I'm gonna do it in the order that it was in the video, just so that it makes sense
yeah,
to people.
so logical sense. All right, have fun.
Righty.
Alrighty, guys, make sure your 343 is set to channel 1 as.
I always forget how to bring my radio up.
Steve, this is Joe, over.
Here's the Steve. Go ahead.
This is Joe, Miss Joe.
Roger that, over.
Send.
Over.
What other things talk? Birds?
Birds? Yeah. Alright, let's do this one. This is more interesting. Okay. So, did anyone have any questions about what we did and what you saw in the video?
Steve,
Now's
I have a
the time.
question. Why wasn't I able to hit anything at the start? Why did I hit the ground?
Shut
You
up,
suck.
William. Any questions at all? Now's the time. Okay, cool. Just to reiterate, Foley, you're going to be breaching right because you're on the right-hand side of the door right now.
Alright.
Paddy, follow as closely and quickly as you can. You breach left. And obviously, as you're moving in, if you see targets, you start shooting. Don't wait until they've got a chance to shoot you before you shoot them. And you two know what you're doing. You're coming in.
Acknowledged.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm gonna
before
stand. I'm gonna
no,
go
that's not
inside as well, so don't fucking shoot me.
Steve, why don't you get on the roof of a building
Wait.
or something?
You're gonna flashbang. I'm not going in there.
Okay.
Okay, you guys can hear me
What
alright
is
from
that?
up there, right? From up here?
Yep.
Yep. Hey, Steve.
Wicked. Okay, yeah. We ready?
Wait, is this
Yep.
dry run or just?
This is a
Yeah,
tr-
no shooting. No shooting.
do it. Yeah, dry run, no shooting, no
Safety
flashbang.
on.
Just move in as quickly and as fluidly as you can. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready.
Breach.
Breach. Breaching right.
Moving.
Moving.
Holding door.
That was cool, Foley. You saw a threat and you took care of it. Yeah, alright. Let's do that with shooting this time. And we'll do it with a flashbang as well. Okay, so the fire team leader would tell the third man that we want to flashbang the compound. The
That's you,
third
buddy.
man would step out from the wall and flash it.
Walkie-walkie.
And as soon as the flashbang detonates, the team would move in. Go for it.
Okay, ready, guys?
Nope.
Everyone just reloading. Okay.
Go for it.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
It's gonna fuck me up. I know.
Go, go, go,
Good
go,
job.
go.
Contact. Holding door. Contact. Holding door.
Nice. Okay, come back up.
Oh no, he's invincible. He got back up.
It's the Terminator.
Now, there was one huge problem here. Paddy, when you breached left, you didn't look left around the corner. There's a guy in the corner of the compound that would have blown you away.
And me.
Okay.
And Valium.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Well,
I
actually,
spotted him,
he would have
Steve.
got you all because he had enfilade on the team, so he could have just shot straight down your line and taken
We
all
were
of you out.
fucked.
Also,
Yeah.
the flashbang went way too far. I know you were
Sorry.
you were erring on the side of caution, but I think you actually cleared the compound and it landed outside on the other side.
Actually, Joe, should we do a practice story just to put this on
I
target?
was supposed to, I could throw it just straight through the doorway, in fact. No, I'm not even going to try
Careful,
and do that. I'm
Robertson.
going
Yeah.
to just drop it at our feet if I did that.
Alright, let's do this once more.
Yeah.
Get it right this time, and then we'll move on to clearing a room or a building. So, point
Righto.
man needs to be crouched when we start. Okay. And Joe, flashbang it, and then we breach.
Bang him, son.
Moving along. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Oh shit. Oh,
Oh, awesome. Go, go, go.
Joe.
Contact.
Oh, that was not far.
Holding door. Contact.
alright, not bad, guys. Come back out.
I'm dead.
I hate fucking
I could not
flashbangs.
see, man.
Shit. Could you guys see?
Nope.
Right.
Flashbangs.
Yeah.
I
So-
followed, the blood,
The
brown
wall
smear
doesn't
which,
stop
holy-
anything for some weird reason.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
shit. You got to throw it at least 10 to 15 meters.
I didn't
Actually-
see, where did that even land?
I actually thought you dropped it outside, like
Yeah,
where we are.
it looked like you threw it underarm and it slid through the wall. Alright, that's cool. Let's do the buildings.
Yeah,
come back
righto.
in.
Oh shit, just curious.
So once you breach, you would have Foley. Oh yeah, that actually gave me pain. I might pass out.
Yeah.
If I do, I'll respawn and then I'll come back over here.
Yep.
So Foley would be here covering this door because he identified it as a threat. Third man was Joe, so he would have been here covering all of these fucking buildings over here and covering this door as well. Fourth man, Valium,
Hi.
would be covering a little bit more of an angle on that door and that building there. And obviously Paddy would have ended up over here covering that door to the outside world, outside the compound, and the building and that door as well. So, from there, where would we go?
Where do I go?
I mean, it's such a hairy situation. The side of the compound that we're breaching on leaves you open to being shot from so many different directions. So
Into that place on our right.
I'd probably go east.
Probably.
Go to where
that
Paddy's
compound.
Go to where Paddy's covering. At least we've got all-round protection inside of there.
you mean Foley? This
Foley,
this one
sorry.
here? Yeah. Okay, so
Foley's right
what
next
I
to
would
me.
probably do is get you guys to kind of stack up on Foley here. That way you can still cover all these buildings and everything, right? But once Foley and Joe, because Foley's point man, Joe has become the second man. Once Foley and Joe go into that building, the third and fourth man, which is Valium and Paddy, would end up staying outside to cover these buildings so that no one came out and followed them in and all that kind of crap. Everyone got that?
Yes, yes, sir.
This shit needs to be done on the fly, and it's gonna take practice and a little bit of thinking on your feet, but you'll get it.
A lot of time as well.
Yeah, exactly. So stack
I've
up
seen,
over here.
I've seen professional soldiers take ages to try and learn all the shit as well.
Yeah, well, it would, yeah. And
Well,
really,
it's
I mean,
even
this
harder
is
for us because the ArmA engine's a bit.
yeah, and this is a game, but all we're doing is trying to make sure that we stay alive as long as possible when we play this game.
And look fucking awesome for the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Oh shit! Hold on, fucking soon. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 15. Going right.
That's on the blooper reel.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it that guy's already dead because he's got 5 rounds in him.
He's a bit of a Terminator. Okay, we'll move to the next room. So when you're ready, I'll get you to go around the right-hand corner, and I'll go clear left quickly.
Roger. Okay.
So you go
Breaching
through first.
second room.
Go.
Breaching right contact. Contact down.
Nice.
Okay, and this last room.
Holding. Alright,
Okay.
breaching.
You're first.
Breaching right. Contact. Contact down. Holding stairs.
Now, normally, in a bigger room, you wouldn't have shot the guy on the left there, Foley, because there's a potential for shooting your man when he comes through the door behind you. But I get that this is an extremely close quarters situation, so I probably would have shot that guy as well. I wouldn't have given him a chance.
Yeah, he was on
But-
top of him, and
Yeah. Yeah, but
yeah,
if it
I
had
would-
been
I
a
would
compound
propose it.
or a larger room, then you're supposed to ignore the guy on the left and just cover the
Yeah.
right. But I get that this he's up your ass if you were a butthole.
at this proximity, he's definitely a threat.
Yep. And also taking a position on the stairs there, that was good. That was brilliant. Okay, whoa! Fucking hell!
They can't
Alright.
hold their fire, man.
Yeah. Alright, so this building's clear. You guys could either communicate with your fire team to tell them that you're coming out on this side, or you could go back through the building.
Steve.
Let's just assume that the roof is clear and that you didn't have to go up the stairs.
Steve.
Awesome.
What's up?
In this scenario, should
Hey guys, we're coming out. Rear door. Acknowledged.
in this instance, should Paddy be standing up and I'm crouching?
No, you make a smaller target in this situation because he's not going to have to shoot over your head all that much. I don't think so. I'd just be making myself a small target here. Careful.
Oh,
Seriously, guys, you need to shoot everything.
Yeah.
I'm shooting
So-
all targets.
Once Foley and Joe come out, they're already first and second man because that's what they were when they went in. You guys were left behind, so they would come out. Foley would end up crouched here as point man. Joe would be second man, and then what I would do is make my way along this wall and try and stack up on this building. Obviously, once you get here, you're gonna have to watch your right hand side as well. It's just this is a shitty situation. Or what you could do is just stack up on this wall and get ready to breach from that wall. That way you're not exposed on your right hand side. So, yeah, it would just be the same fucking thing. Because it's such a small room, Foley and Joe, probably only Foley really, because it's fucking tiny, would breach this room. Probably even just peek in and shoot. Then you'd move along the wall. Same fucking thing, because it is a tiny room here, so Foley would just lean in and shoot.
Steve.
And then you would clear this corner, and then you'd be done.
Steve, with this room here, if we're all stacked up over here, logically, wouldn't it be the case that the first two would cover the corner and then the third one would move in?
Nah. Like I said, I would probably stack up on this wall over here. That way you're not stacking up in a position where you can be shot from two different sides. You could do it, but, I mean, you're exposing yourself to a situation that you don't need to be exposed to. Okay. Is everyone cool? Does everyone have any questions at all? No. Sweet. Alright. Let's do corner clearance, and we're done.
Yes, sir. Door blocker.
I'm in pain. I'm walking everywhere because I'm in pain, so I don't want to exert myself and pass out.
Alright.
Alright, so
Point man.
stack up however you want on this corner. Or a little bit up from this corner, actually, kind of where Joe is. So second man's always standing, third man standing, rear guard's crouched.
Why the bullets here?
I don't know. Don't want to know.
That's what she said.
So does anyone have any questions about the way to do this? No?
Armor spotted. Southwest.
What?
200 degrees.
What? Where?
Big fat juicy HC targets.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there are AT up there.
I thought you were
See what
bullshitting. Yeah.
Well, then in that case, we've also got to contact 6 men coming down the road at fucking 110 degrees.
You guys are fucked.
No, at this point, I'd just be like, right, breach the compound.
Drop
Let's
smoke
just
in the
stand
compound.
here and hope they don't.
Alright, so if no one has any questions, you should all know how to do this. Is that right?
Let's find out.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, moving forward. Yep, got the wall covered. Someone move up.
First man declares that there's a corner to cover.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Ding dong.
What I do?
There was a corner there.
Okay. Second man comes up onto the corner, peeks right around the corner.
I thought you were standing
Paddy,
there.
you're
He
up
was
here.
crouching.
Yep. There we go.
Meh. Something went bang.
Joe has
Our-
stopped watching
Steve,
his
our guide
sector,
says
so
that,
you're all dead.
Steve,
This
the guy
six-man team is
says
just
that Paddy
blowing
should be
you off.
crouching.
Yeah, Paddy should be crouching there.
He's prone. What the fuck?
Wrong button.
Paddy's the one who's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, it's such a good blooper
Yep.
reel here.
And
Valium,
then Paddy.
stop wandering around like you're lost. And now Valium and Foley would breach the corner. Or would clear the corner.
When we're told.
Run
to
around.
Take me on the
Oh, yeah.
shoulder when you move.
Run through.
Yep, so
Good.
the second guy, the one that ends up on the corner, would call it clear. Obviously he's not going to do that because his acre's not connected at the moment. So I'm going to call it clear, and then the next two would walk through.
That's not what Paddy sounds like, Steve.
Then Joe would clear the corner as well. No, you would clear it, and Paddy would end up becoming the rear guard.
Hello, Paddy.
Paddy, once those first two are around the corner, you can actually come around the corner as well because you don't need to be.
Yeah, I
watching
accidentally
the other
double
anymore.
tapped my ult.
Okay, no worries. And yeah, obviously once you come around the corner, like the first two guys come around the corner, the guy who was the second man who was covering the corner can come around the corner and then watch down the direction that they came from. That way, the guy who was point man, the guy who stepped out onto the side to cover the corner just a little bit, isn't going to get shot from behind. Does everyone understand that?
Yes, sir.
Wicked. Alright, let's do it once more. Paddy, come up. Oh, no, you're right, actually. Alright, let's clear this.
Corner. Corner clear.
No, you don't call that Valium. Foley calls that when
Sorry.
he looks around.
Sorry.
Corner clear.
Moving through.
Okay, so Foley turns around, watches the rear. And
Bang,
Valium
bang,
needs to
bang.
clear as well. What are you doing, Valium? picked up on Foley somehow. Alright, do this once more. We'll clear this. This bastard's in the way, but just ignore him. Actually, no, don't.
Right,
Fucking shoot the guy. Shoot the guy.
Okay.
So clear this
Someone
corner.
else is going to have to pop around because I'm too close to the wall. In fact.
There we go. Done. Okay, so obviously, you know, you'd be thinking on your feet. So if the point man says, you know, I can't step out, there's a guy on the corner, then he would obviously shoot him if he can, or the second man would kind of peek around and shoot him.
Second man, throw a frag.
Yeah, or something like that, you know. If you need to do that and you guys are confident in doing it, it should be a smoke. Yeah. If you're confident in doing it, then you know you would take those steps. All right, so finish clearing this. Paddy has come out and he's kind of watching around the corner a little bit. Needs to give Paddy come out a little bit more. You need to give room for the guys to walk through. Okay.
Corner's clear.
Moving in.
And Joe should be looking at the rear now. Nice, guys, nice. Love your work. Okay, you guys are done. Any questions?
Does this suit make you look fat?
Do you think you need to practice any more, or do you think you could be able to do this in the field if you needed to?
Actually, would you mind if Paddy and I did the breach on the house? Because we didn't actually do
Yeah,
that.
you can do that if you like. Yep.
The entry point.
Alright, breach up. Stack up on this wall the way you guys were earlier. So
Breach up, ready to stack the
got
house.
1 point man here.
Contact,
you guys,
enemy.
Foley
Direction,
and Joe,
unknown.
you would end up providing rear security once they go in.
Follow.
Yeah, wouldn't stand that window.
Yeah. Alright, you two are doing this, so
This
it's
target
your
model is
barbecue.
Foley.
Go for it.
Alright. You'll have to call for Paddy.
Nah. Oh yeah, okay. Breaching right.
Let's move up. Foley.
Pushing left.
Nice. Okay. Sweet. He's dead.
Yep.
Get up on the next door. Paddy. Whoa! You right?
Shit.
Legs are broken.
Yeah, he just got
What the
armored.
hell?
A fucking pop-up target fought back.
Alright, 1 in position.
3 in position.
4 in position. Breaching.
Not to bite. Get closer. Right. Alright, ceasefire. Not bad, guys. Alright, what we'd probably do in most situations when you're dealing with a small little room like this, you probably wouldn't get all 4. Obviously, it's because you got too many men in there, too many rifles pointing around in different directions. There is a chance that there might be a friendly fire incident, or worse, or if not a friendly fire, you could have 4 guys go down instead of 2, and we'd much rather have 2 go down instead of 4.
You guys might want to listen to
Okay,
God, 'cause he's
so
doing
what
a
I'll
more
get this time to
detailed
happen is
explanation than I
Papa
did.
and Zombie, you two would clear, but instead Tex and Skane, you two would just stay just outside the doorway and cover this sector over here and this sector over here, so that if any threats come from around the corner coming to investigate what's going on in this room, you'd be able to cut them down. Alright, it's the same thing as before. Hey Steve, did you lock the server?
No, I didn't.
Alright. Okay, it's the same thing as before. Sound off, and then as soon as you're ready, open the door and start clearing. Last 2
Hey,
guys
Steve, I'm
stay
concerned
outside.
the amount of
Tex,
blood
you will cover
this and dead bodies
west,
this training mission has had.
Skane, you would be
The
covering
fact that we
the
had
east.
a
Okay,
pop-up
so
target
when you're ready,
kill
sound
someone,
off,
kill
and then get
someone.
ready to breach.
Pretty bad.
1 in position. In position.
And then saw 4 people try and pick up
4
the
in
same guy.
position.
God, that looked funny.
Alright, perfect.